One of the things that I really love about this series is how it tackles how society views mental health.
Mhm.
And I really wanted you to talk about the importance of portraying this character, but not excusing like what he has done, but also bringing, attention to the fact that this person was suffering from mental health illness.
Oh, well, thank you for that observation. I mean, that was really the balancing act is, we're not trying to offer absolution for this character. He did terrible, terrible things, but we wanted to understand why he did what he did. And a huge part of that is based in the abuse he suffered as a kid and then isolation, which is terrible for our mental health and more happening in society as we evolve into this sort of divided thing where people are, not getting as much community and friendship as they're needed, and then really exacerbated by this untreated mental health. And in the early 70s, Nixon really disbanded all of the sanatoriums and, they have like a bad reputation, but some of them were actually doing really amazing work and really offering an opportunity for people who are suffering from mental health to get help. And my feeling was, had Ed gotten help when he needed it, none of this would have happened. And so it was about really understanding how his mental health sort of created this fertile or strange place for him to do these terrible things, that could have been avoided.
I love that episode, especially when he talked about so this is never going to get better. So thank you for that.
Right.
But I do want to talk about, really the Mind Hunter episode. Because, when that happened, I was like, oh, my gosh.
You saw it all.
Oh, honey, we do our work over here. Okay.
Amazing. Thank you.
What was your reaction knowing that this was going to be a part of the script? And really, I think a lot of fans are going to love that episode.
Yeah, I mean, I got to say, I think Ryan is a spectacularly talented storyteller. You never quite know what to expect. And I felt like you get to the end of episode 7, and I called Ryan after. I said, are we only doing 7 episodes? Because it feels like the story reaches its conclusion. Mm-hmm. And then there's this beautiful coda where he makes all of these other observations about the consequence of exposure of media to dark subject matter, and really becomes a whole other layer about like what the show is about, and sort of the copycat things that Ed had to deal with, because he was sort of the first public well-known criminal who had killed multiple people, but then lived for many years after he'd been arrested and had to see the rise in American culture of serial killers, which happened an enormous amount through the 70s, and was incredibly disturbed by this. And so Ryan said, let's just tell one more chapter of this story and see sort of the consequence culturally of this being brought into the global psyche and what the consequence of that was.
Yeah, I was like, are they gonna do they know that they're, and then I was like, okay, they get it. I'm with them. I'm here for this.
Right.
Look, I just want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to speak with me. I truly appreciate it. And I'm sending so much love and light your way. I really hope you have a great day.
I feel it.
Thank you so much.